Wait there, stop. You know I didn't mean it. I'm not really sure.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Welcome to Worldy Gaming, your favorite YouTube channel, and welcome to the segment popularly or famously known as Worldy News, where we discuss the hottest news regarding to gaming, technology, etc. It's an amazing segment. So in today's segment, we've got breaking news, everybody. Konami, something good to talk about Konami and Pro Evolution Soccer. So lately, Konami released its latest installment of its franchise of Pro Evolution Soccer, which is Pro Evolution Soccer 2019, and they released it on the 28th of August. I'm not quite sure. But then it had been in great shambles. Like, the release was in total shambles. It was totally mad, like. The AI was so bad, it constantly kept on spamming low crosses. It didn't really play any meaningful playing, like it didn't have any meaningful gameplay or war. It was just like repetitive and all that. The game was just broken in general. Until today, Konami have officially announced that a data pack 2.0 is coming finally. Let's clap hands for Konami. And boy, oh boy, it does not stop there. There's actually great content coming with the starter pack. Like Konami, soon after the initial release of the game, they went on, like, it should be a week or 2 weeks after the release of the game, the official release of the game. They went on to release a starter pack that just had minor fixes. They really didn't fix what the people wanted. But then today it came to us that with the yet to be released Data Pack 2 is gonna have so many things, okay? So the first thing we're gonna talk about are the faces. This is gonna have a few, I don't know if I can call them few, but so far Konami have only put out like 5 new updated faces, which include the face, as you can see on the screen, the face of Wijnaldum for Liverpool, and finally Marcos Alonso. They've updated his hair. They've also updated his facial features. Sorry, I had to pronounce it correctly on the second try. Because Marcos Alonso, he really had this bad hair. Like, they hadn't really updated his face since should be past 16, if I'm not mistaken, or past 17. And his hairstyle his hairdo was just a bit weird. They've also managed to fix Jorginho's face. Okay, Jorginho is like one of my favorite holding midfielders. So, in most of my club, Master League, I always get Jorginho. But I just hated the way he looks. Like, he looked nothing like the way he looks right now. It looked like the version of Jorginho that was him. The face he had in Pro Evolution for the past like 3 years had been a face like of him maybe 5 years ago in real life. And now we've got Yedelin's face is now updated. Whoa, that's actually a great face. And Gundogan's face has also been completely redone, which is actually amazing, because I've seen with a lot of like Arsenal fans, they're quite not happy with the way Gundogan's face was. Also considering the fact that Arsenal is like an official sponsor of the game, an official partner of the game. But I'm not quite sure where Lacazette's face is. Like, I'm sure that we're supposed to really update it. Yes, they updated it from last year, but then they really didn't really meet up to the standards, because it's still kind of like not really his face. So I hope that this is just like a small preview, and within the release of the official day of the release of the data pack, we're gonna see more faces, I hope, because then they can't really publish all the information right now. So from the faces, we've got other good news. If you are a Chinese football fan, or you're an Asian to be specific, now we've got the Thai League, we've got the Chinese Football Association Super League. It's now completely licensed. I'm not quite sure if we didn't have this league before, but I think I think we just had like a compilation of different teams, Asian teams from different countries. Now we've got the Thai League, the tech, the sorry, I had to say tech. I'm very sorry. Tech is new. The Thai League and the Chinese Football Association Super League, which is a great installment. This means Konami are really trying to fight for licensing. They've got to understand the licensing is a very important aspect of a football video game. It brings in the feel, that realistic feel. So this is basically so far the only league they have announced. I don't know, maybe later on they're gonna announce maybe other leagues. I really hope that they'll do later on. And we have to read through the post. It says update. The update continues Konami's intention to expand its growing list of league licenses, like I said before, with a full list of Chinese Football Association Super League and Thai League teams and logos added to the roster of teams available in the game. And following the announcement of AS Monaco as the new partner, like we really didn't have Monaco's. Okay, we had the stadium, right, but some features were not really optional for you to use when playing in the stadium. So now they've gotten to add the afternoon and night mode. I'm sure this really helped with the real-time thing they recently added. What did they call this again? Dynamic weather, exactly, whereby time changes as you're playing a match. So I think they've really updated the stadium now, and they've updated it more and have touched more on the stadium, putting in much detail. And now it is now that feature the dynamic time or dynamic weather feature, which is actually a good thing. Also, they'll include a new stadium, which is the new eFootball Pro Arena. So I'm not quite sure which stadium this is. I think these stadiums change from time to time depending on the hosting venue, but it would be a great thing. Like, for example, if they play this a football tournament maybe in Paris, it means that we're gonna have maybe a French stadium in the game, or in England we're gonna have another English stadium into the game. I hope that they're gonna bring in back Old Trafford under this eFootball Pro Arena stadium thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
This is the most important, the essential part of the new release. It's going to feature range of gameplay updates. So recently I've been trashing Konami for releasing a game without a good gameplay. Like, the gameplay was okay, but it had some niggles in it. It had some errors in it, especially when playing against the AI, the computer. So now it seems as if they're trying to focus on, they have improved really the AI performance. So hopefully we'll see it in the next starter pack, the starter pack 2. So the ranges include, so Konami released this, so the computer opponents will now play less long passes from the center of the pitch to the wing, because with before the starter pack, right now I'm sure if you're actually playing on PS4, it's actually worse, because with PS4, I know on PC there have been modders who have been trying to fix the gameplay, but on PS4, what the computer basically does, or the AI, if you're not well versed with the situation, it just, all it did was pass the ball to the wings and just try to put it back to the center with the through a low cross, a low ball. That's all it did. It did it often, constantly. It was so repetitive though, it ended up so annoying. So they fixed this. Computer opponents will now play less low crosses from the wing, which is fantastic. Computer opponents will not display enhanced understanding of opposing player positions and do not attack the goal more aggressively, which is amazing. Okay, because basically I remember I saw the True Grids video. I'll try to link it down in the description box, where as he was playing, the AI got a chance where the AI's striker, center forward, he got a one-on-one chance and he just stopped and passed the ball backwards. Who does that? It's fair enough if the striker would miss, but at least try to score. But then he didn't even attempt to shoot the ball. All he did was just to pass the ball back, which was so unrealistic. So now I've got computer opponents will now display improved logic concerning shooting, which is a great thing, enabling them to take advantage of a great variety of situations and opportunities. And we've got more. There's still more. No. There's still more.
No.
And with goalkeepers, also there had been problems like they would stay stuck on the line and they wouldn't move a bit, which made it quite easy for you to score against the AI. So now, goalkeepers will now display improved AI in 1v1 situations, ensuring that they rush out to meet players converging on goal. Which is, I think, PES 18 had a really good goalkeeping system. I hope they'll bring this goalkeeping system from PES 18, but way more updated to make it like complete and, to just make it up for us, because they had really screwed us like by releasing an unpolished game. Fixed an issue that prevented defenders from positioning freely, causing them to occasionally become stuck behind opponents when competing for goal kicks and other high balls. Very true. And this has actually been a problem since ever since I started playing Pro Evolution Soccer. Sometimes the strikers completely overpower the defenders to an extent that even when you find your defender marking someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, they just stuck at his back. They can't really overpower him and clear the ball. They just find themselves stuck behind of him and giving him like enough space to just head the ball into the net, into the back of the net. So we've also got improved the accuracy of headers on goal performed by players who aren't under pressure, which is amazing. Adjusted the accuracy of the cheap shot. Also fantastic if you're a fan of the cheap shot. I rarely use the cheap shot. I don't even know why. Even in situations which require me to do so, I tend to forget, because there's a lot of button combinations you have to press, like the switch play and shoot, and I usually just like going straight on in hard shots, etc. So there's actually something great. Like we've got gameplay improvements, we've got face shot improvements, we've got a new league to conclude this whole package. So I hope they're gonna really like tell us more as time progresses and as we get closer to the 25th. I'm not quite sure if this is all the detail, but I hope like something good is gonna come out of this. And it's going to be something good, it's going to be amazing, to be honest, trust me. And I'm just happy for the game in general. And it's time for the game to reclaim, its prestige. And also, I had forgotten, we're going to get new equipment like keys, new updated keys, new updated clothing. I said clothing. General apparel, from the jerseys, stoking, socks, to the boots. So I can't wait for the 25th of August. 25th of August.
August 25th, you'll know.
This is going to be fantastic.